Today, I'm going to be becoming Roronoa Zoro, the Master Swordsman, and leveling my way from the normal base katana all the way up to the true triple katanas. Because you guys asked for this so much, you shall now receive. Last video where I became a character, I actually became Luffy and unlocked a Gear 5 transformation. And after I posted that video, I went ahead and made a poll saying, who do I become next? And you know, I had our boy Ace, our boy Brook, our boy Shanks, but it turns out that our boy Zoro here came out at a whopping 79% voted for out of 26,000 votes. And since so many people voted, it's time for me to become Zoro. So let's try and get this video up to 3,000 likes for me to become another anime character next. And you know, you guys should go ahead and actually comment down below who I should become next too, you know? But the first step in becoming Zoro is that we need to look like him. So boom, go ahead and get yourself the gold drops earrings. Go and get your hands on this little swordsman faceless scar. Get your hands on the spiky manga hair green. And then of course we need to get the One Piece Roronoa Zoro shirt and the One Piece Roronoa Zoro pants. And alright, we're looking a lot more like Zoro now. We got the little badass punk face too. We got the hair. And then, you know, just ignore the little bunny tail and bunny ears. This is an xDemon video. Of course everything's gonna be a furry. What did you expect? Alright, and now that we're looking a lot like Zoro, it's time to start the process to actually become Zoro, the Master Swordsman. Starting off with leveling up this super trash normal katana on our back right here. So, you know, real quick, I went ahead and refunded our stats so we can go ahead and max out our sword, max out our defense, and max out our melee. And then we have no points in our Blox fruits, because what is this? We're literally Zoro. We don't need a Blox fruit to help us out. We're too OP. But I actually went ahead and made our way all the way back to the first sea, because this is actually where we're gonna be starting our journey to become Zoro, the Master Swordsman. As I mentioned before, we need to go ahead and master our starter katana right here. But this is actually one of 3 swords that we need to master in order to progress. So, you know, go ahead over to these guys. This is about to be super easy. Yep, of course, we can already just one-shot them. Yeah, this was literally expected as us becoming Zoro. Of course, we're this insanely strong with a katana. No way. And luckily, we already have 21 mastery on this katana, which means we already have our 2 moves unlocked for this sword. So, you know, let's actually go ahead and see what these do. Go ahead, load up the quiet rush, and then ram into him. Okay, we just obliterated him. Okay, hold on. Let me get a zoomed out view of this. Go ahead, unleash it on him. Okay, we literally just rush into him and body slam him. We can make Zoro do some super sus stuff like this. Ooh, look at that. What are you doing there, Zoro? Whoa! And then we have our second move, of course, called air slash. So once again, go ahead and see what that does. Okay, we literally just sent an air slash to kill them. It's time to go ahead and unlock our second sword, which can actually be unlocked over here at the pirate village. So, you know, if I go on over to this guy right here called the Sword Dealer of the West, and then we want to go ahead and get our hands on the dual katana. And now we need to go ahead and master our normal dual katanas right here. Because just like in the anime where Zoro uses the dual katanas, we need to be able to use them too. So, you know, go ahead, start chopping these boys up. Give me that nice and juicy mastery. About to be a piece of cake as always. Alright, and then boom, above our heads, we already got up to 30 mastery on our dual katanas right here. So if I actually go ahead and refresh it now, we now have our 2 moves unlocked called Whirlwind and Tornado. So, you know, let's just go ahead and see what these moves do too. Hey, buddy, I got 2 long rods here with your name on them. Go ahead, load up the Whirlwind. Let him have it. Okay, that just obliterated him. And then how about our second move called Tornado? What does this do? Load it up. Let him have it. Okay, we can do a little spin tornado move. Okay, hold on. I gotta get super close to Buddy to do it. Go ahead, unleash it. Just spin him and slice him to death. Man, that's a lot of damage. It's time for us to go ahead and move on to our third and final sword we need to master in the first seas, which can actually easily be found too over there at the frozen village. I might as well go ahead and roll and see what fruit I can get. I haven't rolled yet today. All right, come on. Papa Zoro needs a new sword. What am I gonna get? Ooh, we got another pile of trash. Bird falcon fruit. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that there. Goodbye. See you later. All right, but now go ahead all the way up here over to this guy called the Sword Dealer of the East now. Ah, last village was west, but now we're on to the east. Go ahead and give me that triple katana. And now it's time to go ahead and get some mastery on this. I somehow already have 37. I don't remember ever using this, but look how cool we look. We have our normal triple katanas as Zoro. Oh, look at this. Smash the like button if you agree Zoro is super sexy. But now it's time to go ahead. Give me some mastery, you little frozen beast, you. And oh yeah, you snowmans can have a piece of the Zoro too. Don't be shy. Have some more. Is that dude of a freaking V3 Dark Blade? Whip it out. I want to see your Dark Blade. Whip it out. Oh, why he backing away? Oh, I didn't mean whip it out like that. Whoa, whoa. Alright, and then boom, once again above my head, I got our mastery up to 60 on our triple katanas. So now if I go ahead and refresh this bad boy, we now have our 2 moves unlocked called Air Slashes, Barrage, and Violent Rush. So as always, I want to see what these moves do on our swords. So go ahead and load up the Air Slashes, Barrage. Let him have it. Okay, we just obliterated him with 3 slashes. Oh my god. And then we have our second move called the Violent Rush. So again, go ahead, load it up. Okay, why we look like that? What the? We're doing our mating stance for the ladies. Then go ahead and violently rush into this guy. Oh my god, we obliterated him. Man, I just slammed that dude harder than I slammed your mom. Okay, and now here comes our little gap. In order for me to actually move on to the stronger swords that Zoro used, I actually need to go ahead and train my body to be strong enough to be able to withstand the power of these next few swords we're going to be getting our hands on. So if I actually make my way up into the little sky island right here, that takes me up to the upper skylands, and then I make my way all the way up here to the Temple of Gods right there, I can actually go ahead and talk to the instinct teacher. Do you want to know about your instinct mastery status? Rookie? You dare call Zoro the master swordsman a rookie? You know, it's fine. It's fine. You don't know. You're a dumb little idiot. You don't know. But if I go ahead and check my status, it seems I'm about 600 XP away. So I actually need to go ahead and get that up to 5,000 XP in order for me to even be able to wield our next set of swords. And actually, in order for me to do that, I need to go over to these little NPCs over here, turn on my instinct, and then let them go through the full 8 dodges of them beating me up. All right, boom. And now if he hits me again, my dodges have run out. And then I need to go ahead and go through the servers, server hop to another server, and then I get to go ahead all the way over here and do it again. This is about to be a lot of fun. Alright, and now, boom! If I now head all the way up here, back to the Temple of the Gods, and talk to our instinct teacher once again. Do you want to know about your instinct status? Rookie? You know, go ahead and check that status. Your current mastery experience seems to be 5,000. You've completely mastered this ability. And now that we have 5,000 XP, we can finally go ahead and upgrade our instinct to Instinct V2, which will finally allow us to get our hands on the remaining swords we need to fully become Zoro, the master swordsman. And in order for us to get our hands on Instinct V2, it's actually pretty simple. First, I went ahead and made my way all the way back to the 3rd sea, and then I go all the way over here and talk to our furry friend, which will give us a nice little quest that we have already completed, so we can go ahead and get our hands on this item right here called the Musketeer hat. And since we already got our hands on the hat we need, we can now make our way all the way over here, where we'll find this little NPC we can talk to inside of the coconut houses called the Hungry Man. Hey, talk! Hey, if you bring me a decent meal, I can teach you something. You need some food? Don't worry. Zoro, the master swordsman, is here to help. And it's actually a pretty simple process. First fruit we need to find is over here at this little shed at the port town, which is the little pineapple right here, because you know Zoro loves them big melons. And then the second fruit is over here, which is the banana, because of course not only does Zoro have 3 long rods, but he also has his banana, which can be found all the way over here on the separated island apart from Great Tree. And then our third and final fruit is all the way up here at the top of this cliff, which is the apple. And you know, you can find this cliff pretty close over to our hungry friend, which is literally right over there. And then now that we have our hands on all 3 of these fruits, we can talk to our furry friend once again. He gave us a fruit bowl. Thank you, Mr. Furry. This entire time, I have not been using any fruit to level up these swords, by the way. I'm doing this true Zoro style. But now we can go ahead. Thank you so much, young one. I'd like to reward you by teaching you something I learned a few decades ago when I was still a pirate. Would you like to learn more about it? Yeah! Would you like to purchase Instinct V2 for $5 million? Learn! We now have access to our V2 ability, which not only allows us to see which items our opponents are using in their hotbars, as you can see by all these guys over here. Okay, whoa! But it also allows for our body to be way stronger, and we can dodge attacks from opponents way easier now. Like, look at that. Can't even land hits on me, little furry girl. And not only did we unlock that, but now I can go ahead and boom! We now have our purple hockey unlocked. Just like Zoro has his super overpowered purple hockey aura. And now that we have trained our body to be strong enough to withstand the remaining 5 legendary swords we need, it's time to start getting our hands on them. Starting off with the first legendary sword, the Yama. And this one is actually the easiest out of these 5 legendary swords I need to get my hand on. I basically needed to just go all the way down this little waterfall into this little hidden area right here. Go ahead and slash that door. Okay, that didn't work. Go ahead and slash that door. Okay, that didn't work either. All right, screw it. I know Zoro doesn't use a dark blade, but I'm whipping it out. Slash that door open. And then now with our regular triple katanas, we need to go ahead and defeat all of these ghosts that are inside here. Yeah, that's right. You are nothing compared to Zoro. Get out of here. I'm the master swordsman for a reason. Look at all that mastery I got from killing them. 102. Oh my god. But now I need to go ahead and pull this sword out of the stone. I need to pull out the legendary Yama. The sword doesn't seem to budge. Try again. All right. I gotta grease up these hands. All right, go ahead. 1. You managed to make it budge just a little. Try again. 2. It appears there's a curse on this sword. If you continue, you might die. Try again. I have literally trained my body for this. Go ahead, turn on the hockey again. All right, nothing happened. And then how about the 4th time? The sword has accepted you as its new owner. Obtained, Yama. Oh my god, and look how cool it looks. No way. And okay, we're gonna need a bunch of mastery to unlock these moves. 150 and 300? No freaking way. It's time to start some boss grinding. But boom, we now have 158 mastery on our Yama. So if I go ahead and refresh that, we have our first move unlocked called Hellish Slash. So let me go ahead, load this bad boy up, unleash it on him. Oh my god, that looks so cool. Bro, that looked exactly just like the Hellish Slash Zoro uses in the anime. That is a pretty OP move. And then we're gonna need just quite a lot amount of mastery for this next move regardless. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Boom. Once again, if I now go ahead and refresh our Yama, it now has 302 mastery, which means we have our second move unlocked called Inferno Hurricane. Okay, oh my god, hacker dude going hard over there. Hey, whoa. But as always, with every sword that we unlock, I need to see what the moves do. So once again, load this up. Let him have it. Oh my god, what was that? Dude, it's like I just beamed into him with cursed energy. All right, but I think we can successfully say we have the Yama fully mastered now. So it's time to move on to the next legendary sword, which is probably the hardest of the hardest, the Tushita. And luckily enough, I already have it unlocked in my inventory right here, as you can see, because getting this sword is literally so horrible that I had to do it off camera. But I'll give you guys a little recap with some footage along with it. So first thing I had to do in order to get my hands on this sword is that I had to go ahead and talk to the little furry guy that would give me elite quests at the floating castle on the sea. And then with each quest, I would go ahead and hunt down each pirate after pirate until I would finally get my hands on a god's chalice, which I would then make my way back to the castle on the sea so I could summon Indra. But instead of killing him right after I summoned him, I actually went ahead and made my way all the way back to that secret room in the waterfall, made my way all the way back into the secret room with the ghosts, killed off every single ghost, and then made my way through a secret little door on the side of the wall that would send me to the Tushita trial with the big portal. And then during that trial, I basically had to make my way with a little holy torch that I was given to light up 5 different torches all around the map. And then after I completed that, I had to go ahead and beat up a boss called Longma, more like Ligma Ball. And then finally, after beating up that boss, I unlocked the Tushita sword. And once again, this bad boy is going to need a bunch of mastery to unlock the moves. 150 again and 300 again. So, might as well go ahead and beat up these guys over here. Just slice through them like they're butter. Hey, Longma, it's your turn to lick my balls now. Bring it on, bozo. You're literally weak compared to me. No freaking way. And since we are now at 150 mastery on our Tushita, we now have our first move unlocked called Heavenly Lunges. So as always, time to see what this move does. Load it up. Let him have it. Oh my god, that was actually OP. That definitely looks like it's from the anime too. No way. But just like our Yama sword, our final move is once again gonna be needing a bunch of mastery. So once again, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Boom. Once again, if I go ahead and refresh our Tushita now, we now have 301 mastery on it, which means we have our final move unlocked on this sword too, called Celestial Ravager. Ah, Celestial Ravager. Just like how I ravaged your mom. Okay, but time to see what this move does too. Go ahead, load it up. Okay, we got a cool little stance and everything. And then go ahead, unleash it on him. Okay, we just sitting pro flying. And now that we have our Tushita all the way mastered now and unlocked, it leads us down to our 3 final legendary swords. The Sadi, the Shisui, and the Wando. But luckily enough, if I actually go into my inventory, I already have those 3 swords that I just mentioned. But once again, with all these swords, I'm going to need a bunch of mastery to unlock their moves. And instead of just boring you guys with even more grinding in this video, I need you guys to quickly smash that like button so this can happen. That took so much grinding. But of course, it was a piece of cake for Zoro, the master swordsman, to do. And you know, I've already done a video on the TTK with all the different moves from each different sword being shown. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out that video, it will be linked down below. It's time for the moment you guys have been waiting for. It's time to get our hands on the true Triple Katana. So now I need to go ahead and make my way all the way to the top of green zone up there. And since I have no fruit, this is going to be a literal pain in my ass. Okay, finally made it all the way up to the stem. Let's go, finally. And now we can go ahead and talk to this guy right here, the mysterious man. Hello, fellow swordsman. It appears you've mastered all the legendary swords. It appears I have. You know, just a piece of cake, an ordinary day for Zoro the swordsman. Do you wish to learn the true Triple Katana style for $2 million? Pay! Okay, finally, boys. And oh my god, once again, we're going to need so much mastery for these moves. But hey, at least we have some pretty powerful rods now, huh? Look how cool it looks with our purple hockey on. We look as badass as Zoro does in the anime. Alright, but let's see how lethal this sword is. Oh my god, bro couldn't even get damage on me. Bro, we literally shred these guys up like it's nothing. No way. And then finally, after even more grinding, I got our true Triple Katanas to 352 mastery, which means we now have our 2 moves unlocked, starting with our first move for 150 mastery called Wolf Fang Rush, and our second move for 350 mastery called Dragon Hurricane. And once again, with all of our previous katanas, I want to see what these moves do. Starting off with our Wolf Fang Rush, load it up, let them have it. Oh my god, that just did 4,000 damage. We nearly have to, dude. No way. Aw, what's wrong, buddy? You're not looking too good. Don't mind if I just Wolf Fang Rush into you, just like I Wolf Fang rushed into your mom. And then we have our second move called Dragon Hurricane, which is by far has been the most mastery needed out of all the swords. So go ahead, load it up. Okay, now we look even goofier. Okay, oh my. Let him have the Dragon Hurricane. Oh my god, that did a bunch of damage to dude too. Let me go ahead and hit him with it again and take that, buddy boy. We sent him flying in the air. All right, you know, might as well just put him out of his misery. But seriously, look how cool we look now. Oh my god. The purple and the green look super cool together. And I think we can officially say we have now fully become Zoro, the Master Swordsman. Comment down below who I should become next. And well, with that being said, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Zoro out. Peace.